Hello? Where is my chat app? There it is. Here we are. Good morning. Guten Morgen. Okay. I am knee deep in yet another refactor. We are in the fledgling stages of replacing my items, my item hierarchy from UObjects to something different. Basically what I'm doing right now is just going through and changing all of the weapon functions to like statics. And in that way, and I'll move all the state that was on the weapon class into ECS. And that way, when I change it from a U object, it'll be it will be a bit more straightforward. It's kind of like prep stage here. We may not see the engine today. We may not see the editor. Oh yeah, I needed to decide. I left off by needing to decide what I was going to do for the anim instance class. Avatar, actor, audio component. God, I need to do a whole sound saga, a whole sound arc. Need to go through that again. Welcome in, good morning. Oh, I don't feel like wiring that back up. I do have like a get audio component though, don't I? Entity utils get audio, get mob, yeah, get mob audio component. Play damage sound implementation. What are you cutting? It's a game. Doing some game dev today. Handle hit actor. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. So auto equipped to entity auto mob audio component. Entity utils get mob audio component. On the equip to entity. Why are you being weird about that? Oh, you want an entity context component, do ya? Is that right? We have a function for that. Eventually, I want to get rid of all of these wrapper functions that take an entity context object. Eventually, I think we're going to get to a point where we don't need that, which will be nice and straightforward. Is it a shooting game? No. Nice try, though. I'll give you a couple more guesses until I tell you if you want to keep guessing. Okay, so damage sounds. Yeah, we have a bunch of fucking data, man. We got all this data, I like to say, on the weapon here. And I guess this, like, usually I override this in the editor, like in the blueprint. I'm thinking that maybe this will belong on the data table now. I'm thinking it will. Ba ba boo boo boo. Ba da boo. Da da doo doo doo. Oh, equipment entity is the entity that I want here. Yeah. Handle unequipped. Horror. No. That was a good guess. I'll give you a hint. You're probably not going to guess the combination of genres that I'm going for, of which there are 3. There are 3 genres that I'm combining. I believe in a way that I've never seen done before. And really, I just want to remove this data. I don't really care about setting the slot held into null or none. We're just going to remove the data. Don't need that data anymore. It just all of a sudden smelled like kibble in my office, and I looked down and my dog's just looking up at me with a mouthful of kibble. Like a little cutie pie. Like a little freaking cutie pie. Let's make this an entity. Survival. I say survival light. It's not like a primary for me, but it will definitely have some survival elements for sure. Going more so for RPG is one of them. RPG is one of them. Oh, do I want the probably want the offhand to be an entity as well. Can you just reveal it? Are you getting bored with me already? Come on, you just got here. It's an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite combo with procedural destructible terrain. And I have an AI generated quest system as well. There's the big reveal. Boom. Mic drop. Thank you for the sub, my man. Appreciate you. Weapon speed. Or call that weapon entity. I don't know what that is, but it seems cool. You don't know what a colony sim is? You don't know what a roguelite is? You don't know what procedural terrain is? Yeah, there's the anim. Yeah, there's the anim layer. Sorry, I'm a little sniffles. I'm a little sniffly boy today. And hit target. Yay. I don't really play any games. Well. Well. I'm sorry to hear that. You should play some. They're fun. Fuck, did you guys see this shit? Did I just like black out for a second, or did my lights flicker? Do you guys ever feel that? They're like, did the lights flicker, or am I about to have a stroke? Oh my god. Why is that so scary? I just doom scroll 10 hours a day. My brother in Christ, you gotta stop. literally playing games will be so much better for you. And it's crazy that that is the world that we're in today. You gotta stop with that, my man. Gotta put the phone down. It's not good for you. And I think you know that. My parents used to say games are gonna rot my brain. Little did they know that they would be doom scrolling just a decade later. So funny. So funny. Any recommendations for games? What games do you like? What kind of genre? You mentioned shooters first, so if you're into okay, I think my house is becoming possessed. If you're into shooters, you should play Arc Raiders. I've heard very good things about it. Owner, actor. I don't know that I care about that. God, the collision stuff is going to be kind of annoying. I should maybe all go on the actor. I don't like shooter games or horror, not because they're scared, they're just too hard. Okay, so we want something a little bit more casual, friendly. What do we want here? Weapon entity? No, let's just pass in entity. Like, what do I call this entity? Like NPC entity? Owner entity? Get racial animations for equip slot, basically, is what this is. Do you have a Switch? Do you like Nintendo games? A little bit more expensive, perhaps. Baldur's Gate might be right up your alley. It can be difficult, but it's turn-based, which will allow you to not be overwhelmed by like combat and execution. More about just decision making. That one's on the PC. You have a Switch. I've heard good things about Pokopia. It's a newer Pokemon game. It seems very chill. You might try Stardew Valley. That can be on, that's on every platform. Baldur's Gate 3. If you have a PC. Stardew Valley. That's a good one. Nice chill game. I think just Entity here is fine. Moxie. Hey, Moxie, come here. Moxie! Am I drawing? You thoughts on my take? No. I don't have a PC. What do you got, brother? Can you give a brief what you're building or doing right now? I'm just doing a refactor here. Nothing super crazy. Overall, I am building a video game. you're new here. It's hard for me to remember names from YouTube chat. So if you've been here before, I'm sorry. You have a phone. Okay, yeah, I don't have any phone game recommendations for you. Those are also going to be pretty brain rotty. Why do you not have any thoughts on my take? Because you've taken all of my thoughts. You've exceeded my thoughts quota over the past few streams. I'm literally your biggest fan on YouTube. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, that is the problem. Yeah, I need to figure out where to put all this data. Don't think we need that anymore. Any thoughts on AI replacing SWEs? I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah. Not for the foreseeable future, at least. Get next swing anim. I can't fucking type here. My fingers are still warming up today, I think. I've never used C++. Can you teach me a single thing in 10 seconds? No. Next question. What is this stream? This is me just hanging out, chilling, doing a little bit of coding. We're working on a video game. Making an RPG, Colony Sim Roguelite. I'd show it right now, but the compiler is not compiling. I'm doing some refactors. I have a hierarchy for my items in my game. You know, I have an item, I have an equipment, I have a weapon. You know, you can have like a pickaxe, you can have a wood axe. Those are all in a hierarchical form. I'm changing this to be more composition over inheritance, which means I'm just going to use like raw data basically to represent these things. So I'm just doing some refactors to make that change easier when I finally do that. So basically what that involves is taking all the data that exists on these adjunct classes, and I'm going to be moving them into ECS. ECS is a type of architecture that is composition over inheritance. And I think I need to think about which stuff I want to have in my database, in my data tables. Weapon data table row handle. Forgot what the struct was for that. There it is. Weapon row handle. There we go. Weapon item data. Yeah, this may be what we want here. Am I employed? Yes. Just like, please don't say things that aren't true about me. Like, you're gonna have to force me to correct you, and if I have to continuously correct you, I'm just gonna have to time you out. So please don't do that. I know the no keyword sends the compiler into the next question. Yeah, the MyDrongy compiler. Yeah. So the problem with putting this stuff into the data table is that I don't get like a nice default for like things like range. I was thinking that like a two-handed spear would have longer range than like a one-handed axe, you know, but a two-handed axe would maybe be a little bit longer range than a one-handed axe, you know. But I would have to set that for if I did that, as a data table, piece of data table row data, then I would have to enter that every single time. When implementing fast array serializers or stat array, what a condition? Dude, I'm not Chat GPT. Do you think I'm Chat GPT? This is not an interview. I think you typed your question into the wrong chat box, my friend. Pragma, no. That's funny. So I do kind of lose something. I mean, right now all the weapons are just the fucking same. I could probably write a little bit of editor utility for this. Some post-edit change property stuff. Can't I do that here? Can I do post-edit change property here? No, I guess that would only be on U objects. Or can I do it on a, can I do it on a row handle? On data table changed. And that gives me 0 information about what changed, though. Is data valid? Are you guys using my chat as a way to relay chat GPT messages back and forth to each other? My chat is now just an AI proxy. And I hate it. I hate it. Thanks. I hate the future. I hate it here. Nobody knows what's true anymore, and no one can think without AI. Remember when games would have all their own engine? Every game had its own feel and features. Miss those days. Piping hot take. Remember when games used to take incredibly fucking passionate and talented people a long ass fucking time to make because there were no tools or community built around it? What is your take on AI taking software development jobs? Yeah, I mean, I answered that before. I don't really think it's going to happen anytime soon. Am I drawing you? Why do you assume I used AI? Because you're talking in YouTube Shorts. That's all I really need to know. You're scrolling YouTube Shorts. I'm going to assume you use AI. Sorry, you don't get a whole lot of benefit of the doubt, YouTube Shorts. Y'all just come in here and say takes. Where's my weapon at? God damn, I wish the engine had a little bit better. What is on this data context here? Nothing about what field changed. A long while ago, watched an interview with some of the guys that made Jak 3. What a great game that was. And the way they had to make some of the cinematics was incredible. Yeah, I mean, you know, that guy came in and lamented about the olden days of when games used to be good. Yeah, but it used to be way fucking harder. Yeah, it used to be way fucking harder. And, like, I don't think people realize how fucking intelligent you had to be back then to make a fucking game. Like, you had to do everything. You had to understand everything. So yeah, to be upset now that games are easier to make because it means they're less unique. It's like, sure, yeah, they're a bit less unique, but like we have more games now. And they're easier to make, and we can make them with higher fidelity. And we can share knowledge a lot better as developers. Therefore, we can improve the games. And, you know, whether or not a developer wants to, like, you can, it doesn't matter what the engine is. You can make your own systems. You can do your own shit in whatever the engine is. It's just how much do you use the built-in stuff or not. Bro, don't say that to one of your 4-channel audience. You think I give a fuck? You think I give a fuck about my 4 people on YouTube Shorts? If I could snap my fingers and say goodbye to TikTok and YouTube Shorts, I would do that in a fucking heartbeat. Don't think I fucking won't. Don't think I fucking won't. I would Thanos snap that so fast. I wouldn't even need to hear the downsides. You know, they're like, oh wait, I don't care. Snap, done. My drawingy, I feel like you were the type to say, great, now watch everybody build poor quality stuff by 3D printing everything when 3D printers came out. What the fuck are you talking about, man? Like, one person made the desert without seeing the desert, another had to make the shuttle that took Jack out, and he was so incredibly happy that it missed every cactus. Just by luck. That's so... I love reading those old stories and like the old document, or not documentaries, but like, you know, like GDC talks and stuff like that. Like, there was one by the guy who made Diablo. That one was great. And it's so, like, all the hacky shit that they had to do. You know what I mean? Like, I love that. I love the kind of horror stories. Is it, though? Easier to make games now? Yes. It is easier for someone with less knowledge to make a game. Yeah. I think high-level abstraction makes things more difficult. I mean, it's a trade-off, right? High-level abstraction does make the underlying internals more difficult to understand because it intentionally hides them so that you don't have to know as much in order to use the thing. You only need to know the surface-level API. It's a trade-off. And yeah, sometimes that API becomes complicated. Sometimes you need to really, really understand how the API works internally, in which case the abstractions do prevent you from understanding it better. But when it comes to game dev, you know, I don't need to understand graphics dev now because Unreal Engine and other game engines have a really nice rendering pipeline that just works. And all I really need to know is, you know, what the different checkboxes do and sliders and whatnot. I believe corporations being able to release binary blobs without releasing the underlying code is what's driving industry. Are you saying you don't think that corporations should be able to own their own code? Like, to have closed source code? That's a weird take. If I see a live on a YouTube short, it's an immediate scroll. If you stop on a live while doom scrolling, there's something incredibly wrong with you. Yeah, if you've ever... There's actually a live-only feed as well. Like, if you pause my YouTube short right now, a live chip will show up at the top. And if you click that, you'll get put into a live-only feed. And my god, it is... There's some weird-ass fucking people over there. It is interesting content. To be fair, games are mostly all illusions and hacks. Yeah, games are alive for sure. Let's keep going with this refactor now. After another sip of coffee. Yeah, where do we want to put this data? Where do we want to put this data? I wish there was a way, a really nice way I believe an unpublished code leads to stagnation. An entire generation of games is lost in time to renderware right now. You have a very interesting perspective on the world. I would very, very much like a per weapon type range. Maybe we just have a range override and then I have a I'm sorry, my allergies are so fucking bad today. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I think I maybe just want a map in the game mode of weapon type to range default, and maybe we'll have this will just then be an override, maybe. I think that's probably the best way forward. The range of the weapon. -1 is unset. The override range of the weapon. Chest lights, who are you talking to? Like you're just having a conversation with other people that only you're a part of. And then I need all of these overrides too, I think. Do I change those anywhere? Oh, I can't. I don't have the editor open. Oh, I'm so upset. We'll have to set up all the weapons again, I think. Attached to character race. Boo 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 doo booby doo. Are you mad? Might not be initialized. I guess we'll just initialize it to human male there. Okay, so these anima overrides. What are we doing with those? What are we doing with those? Data table? I forget what I use these for. I think data table. Should I move to Twitch chat or should I stay here? I think you should go outside. Option 3. Number 3, me lord. Both of you are wrong. I'm just going to say it. Both of you are wrong. And I'm not going to elaborate because I don't fucking feel like it. I need to get that weapon item data, right? Well, if you can't elaborate, then you're just stating an opinion. My brother in Christ! What do you think you're all fucking doing? Yeah, that is exactly what I'm fucking doing, isn't it? My God, you're both exhausting. I want to time both of you out for some reason. I don't know. Am I grumpy? I might be grumpy. I might need another cup of coffee. If I come back and David, you are still bragging and trying to show off about how elitist you are, and then Chess Lights, you're still talking out of your fucking ass like you know what you're talking about, even though you're probably like 16 years old, I'm timing both of you out. I'm gonna go get some fucking coffee, guys. BRB. In fact, I have a full implementation of RLM, and I assisted with Alibaba's ACE. Oh my god, he's being even more elitist now. I said if you kept doing that, I would time you out. You both need to take a break. You both need to go outside. How's 30 minutes sound? Go outside, both of you. Go for a walk. Get off the internet. Oh boy. It's funny. What was funny about that is that one was clearly I mean, maybe he was masquerading as an old person, but funny that I had to time out both a young YouTube shortser and an old YouTube shortser for both being equally socially unaware. What times do we live in? What times we live in? Where was I? Where was I? Add ignored actor owner. Yeah, I don't. Oh god, I don't want to change the collision stuff. That's gonna be weird. I think I just need to change where these functions live. Base weapon actor. Yeah, I think we probably just put it in there. Honestly. Animation overrides for slots. Weapon entity goes in there. Anim instance data. Yeah, I think that maybe can go. I think that can maybe also go as an override. I think we're just going to have a lot of overrides on the data table. I think that's what I'm feeling. Where did my weapon data go? God damn it. God damn it, Bobby. Yeah, this thing. There it is. That's what I want. You can move over here. Weapon, pipe, animation. Okay, forward declare that. Let's call this anim instance class. Okay. Now in the weapon, we can replace that finally here. And attach weapon, let's go ahead and change that to a static as well. Passing in the inevitable weapon entity. Anim instance class. Yes, yes, yes. Whoop. Okay. I also need to get the actor, which I suppose this maybe could be a proxy actor. The avatar. Equipment data. We have weapon data already. Okay, so weapon actor. I did. We'll change it to actor just to match up with what was here previously. Weapon actor. Oh, there's a fucking get world. Rip. Oh, I didn't want to spawn anything here. And then I guess we need the gap cap. Welcome in. We need the actor class. Okay, so I need to pass a world into here to actually spawn the damn thing, don't I? I mean, I can just get the world off the skelly mesh. There we go, perfect. Socket name is this? What? What? Why did I? What was it? What was here before? Hang on, let me look at the get div. How on earth did that work? There's got to be a different one. There's got to be a different one that I. Nope, there's only one. What the hell was that doing before? Get socket attached to. So here we want to change something, right? Yeah, this should live on the new attached to entity data. Well, I mean, I guess. Well, no, the only reason I can't do it this way is because of dual wielding. Like your weapon may go in either hand. I mean, I think we just get the attached to data here. So let's take this. Where else is this used at, first of all? Just in the weapon. So really, this could just be a weapon thing. But I think equipment utils is a good spot for it. Yeah, I also don't want that, so not sure what I was doing there with the copy pasta. Oh, this is get socket to attach to. Right? Oh, I don't think I have the ability to equip a one-hander in either hand, actually. Yeah, this should be get socket to attach to. Actually. And we can update that at a later point. Get socket to attached to attach to. There we go. And we want weapon entity here. Attachment rules. Why did the order of that change? What the fuck happened here? Auto ref attached to data. What is it? Attached to entity equals equip to entity, get socket to attach to, and then we will just reuse that in here. Spotify, hello. So now we don't need to set is attached here to true because we're just going to use this as that. Else if equip to entity is valid, if we don't have a skeletal mesh, we don't have a skeletal mesh, but still a valid. We don't have a skeletal. Well, if equip to entity is not valid here, let's just early return out of everything else. I don't really want to do anything else there. Weapon actor representation. God, I'm gonna have to change so much. We're gonna have to change so much for this, man. Remember when I just used to put U function on everything? Because I didn't know what it did. Okay, get the equipment data. If we don't have a weapon actor representation, wait, do we attach the weapon and spawn that first? Is that the idea? Also, what was I doing before here? Not that. Where am I setting the weapon actor representation? Where was I doing that? Nice shoot-fuck code, bro. Wow, you are a ray of sunshine in such dark times. A beacon of positivity on the overwhelmingly negative internet these days. Thank you for being different from everyone else. I appreciate you going against the grain. I appreciate you being a unique and you know, you think for yourself, and I appreciate that. That's pretty rare these days. I can tell you're an enlightened man of culture. Definitely, who has definitely not spent too much time on the internet. No. Not Rich Piano's true form 6458. No one would ever say that about him. Isabella, welcome in. Good morning. What have I fucking done here, man? Where do I fucking set the weapon actor? I'm gonna have to change everything anyway, so I might as well just like not give a shit. We'll just kind of keep the same ish structure, you know. Equipped in slot not equal to slot held in, which is auto equipped item data. Get item name. How about weapon entity dot toString? How about that? How about them apples? I have the weapon actor. Wait, so there's the weapon actor and the weapon actor representation? Get diff again. What the fuck was I doing here, man? Oh, the weapon actor representation is the class. Okay, that's why I'm fucking confused. Okay, yeah, I did this wrong then. Okay. Okay, no fucking wonder. If we don't have a static mesh, yeah, we're gonna attach it to. I think I still do this, right? Yeah, is attached is true. So I think we just do this in either case. Attached to character brace. Wait, am I only setting that? I think I'm just gonna get that. I think I just generate that, or not generate it, but grab it. Get animation instance for entity. Okay. All right. Now that does what I want. Okay. So on overlap begin. Okay. Now we're to the DP darkies here. Let's delete some of this shit here. Let me, before I forget, let's go to game mode. I need to add a little map here. And this is going to be a T map of equipment type to float. This is equip type range. Let's make a little struct for this. Make a little struct for that. Is there a range struct? F range? There are a lot of F ranges. I need a float range. Be nice if I could just reuse some existing struct. Math T range? Can I use a T range or F float range? Is that a thing? That is a thing, hell yeah. Dump threads, dude. What is Ryder doing? Ryder has been fucking chugging lately. All right, let's see what the AI thinks our ranges should be here. It doesn't even know what the equip type is. And now may be a good time to also change these to enum classes. Or what is it? Class enum. What, enum class or is it just class? Why do I forget how to do this? Enum class. Okay, I had it right the first time. Oh, there's an example right fucking there too. The thing is, now you have to like fully qualify them. But it's kind of a good thing. It's gonna be kind of annoying to change all these. Oh, come on, Ryder. I expected more from you there. And my axe. Let's just put like dagger. We're gonna put like dagger. Min range 0 to 2 to like 150. And then like ranged or bow. Bow would be minimum is 300. And what's max range for, what was max range for bow? $3,000. Oh, and 300. We did 300 for the max normally. Okay. Then I'm gonna use none as default for all, so I don't have to enumerate all of that. I'll make that one 200. Okay. Default melee range for each equipment type. Equipment type none is used for any item not in this list. No, I'll say not explicitly in the map. For any equipment type. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need to. There's a. I think it's just a find and replace all here. We'll do the trick. This is gonna be a big git diff here. Well, I'm glad it did not do that. That's much better. I'm glad it didn't actually do that. Good job, Ryder. Because, yeah, that would have fucked my shit up, wouldn't it? Wouldn't have. Wouldn't it have? Some of these are already qualified. Oh yeah, and then those ones got Buxy Wuxy, didn't they? Didn't they? Alright then.
Alright then, keep your secrets.
Alright, Egg of Famous. Nice coding skills, bro. Just a reminder you're loved and you matter. Just to make people's day keep going. Thank you for being positive and not coming in here and saying, nice shitfuck code, bro. I appreciate that. Have a good day, my man. Okay, is it collision time? Is it time to update this collision? This is basically only for tree chopping at this point. On the base weapon actor. Let's just throw it all on the base weapon actor. Well, let me look at my other. I have my pickaxe. Oh, man. Oh, man. This is some legacy ass code here. I think this is the shitfuck code. I think that guy was actually right. That son of a bitch. Oh, I don't want to do this. Let me finish this real quick. Boo, 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 boo. Static F float range. Get weapon. Get default weapon range. In all caps, I'm back from my 30-minute walk. I think you need another one. It's like when your dog gets home from a walk and it's still way too excited. You're like, yeah, you didn't get tired enough. You need another one. Default weapon range, we will need to pass in an equipment type. Ryder, once again, fucking my day up here. Once again. That was an interesting place to put it. Where does it decide to put that, you know? Private account, welcome. I'm gonna get some sleep now, actually. Okay, go to bed. Go to bed. Have a good night. Okay, so game settings, are you just like good now? Put that in there. Okay, that's weapon default range. And then I think, I had the override range in my data keeps leaving me. How many lines of code do you have in your project? I have no fucking idea. I don't think Ryder has that built in. It's quite a bit, probably. We can look at the project directory. Can I expand all here? Okay, there you go. There's all my code files. It's a fucking lot. It's still going. Still going. Yeah, there's an example. Best viewers. Okay. Min weapon range, max weapon range. Usually 2 blueprints. I guess we made the base have a longer range. Okay. Are you used anywhere? No. Okay. I kind of just want to break the collision. Kind of just want to delete it. Oh god. I can check if I have source code by using this. Okay. Can I actually though? Is this gonna hack me? Do I need to? I probably need to use the Git terminal for this, right? I'm curious to know. Yeah, I don't know if I like that command. Like, you have to run it in a separate CMD? Do you need, it doesn't like exargs. Sorry, user error. Yeah, I kind of just want to delete all of the collision stuff, honestly. Listen, man, I understand you can past it in cloud, you can see. I'm not trying to hack you or anything. I know you're not trying to hack me. I'm not interested that much in the answer to where I have to go figure out why this command isn't working. I think the wood axe and the pickaxe are the only ones that I would want to maintain. What are you trying to? I'm not trying to do anything. I'm trying to not do it. That's the thing. Trying to not do any command line thing. Can hit target is... I hate inheritance now, man. I hate it. It makes things so complicated to break apart after you've done it. Weapon can hit target. just don't know what my let's see how many compiler issues we have here. Just to, I want to go fix some other stuff first. Do I have a weapon utils? Yeah. So let's do a blueprint callable. You can do blueprint pure as well. Static. F float range. Get weapon. God damn range. Sorry, that was loud. Okay, so I want to get the float default range equals U game settings. Get default weapon range for I need the weapon type. So I also need auto. Oh no, I need the equipment type too. Thick. There it is. Okay, that's what we want. Oh yeah, can I unset a float range? There is actually an empty. What is that? Super empty. It's just T range. Okay, can't even read that. Can't even read that. Okay, so that's how we can get the weapon range. Oh my god, I can't just get... Oh my god, I can't just get the Minimax. Oh my god, why the fuck? What is this for then? What is this for? Oh, do I have to get upper bound? Oh, that's such a disgusting... Oh my god, why is this so gross? This could have been so simple. Do I have to make my own range struct? Oh, that's so annoying, man. Leave it to Unreal Engine to just make a fucking float range the most complicated thing in the goddamn world. Okay, I'm fucking making my own. Oh, I named it F range. Okay. Oh, and I need a quality operator too. Okay, we have a fucking range now that I can just do min and max on. Jesus, as if it needed to be any more complicated than that. Can hit target. Yeah, I guess we just want to do this one. We do want to be a thing. I will need this. Has already hit something. I don't, like, I need a piece of entity data for this, but I don't know what I want to call that or what data should be on it. Wait, myclass.cpp already exists. It does. Whoops. This should be anim instance data. Just what, like hit num hits or something? This feels like such a weird ass piece of data. Like all I'm gonna have is a number of hits. I suppose. This also... maybe that's all right. Get socket attached to. I guess I deleted that. Okay. Has already hit something. And actually, num hits, this should maybe just be an array of hit things, right? I think this should just be an array of hit things. This is like the beginning of my custom collision system arc right here. This little piece of data for just tracking the things that I've collided with. I don't want to call it something like collisions or something like that. Hits data, I don't know. Also, that sounds kind of weird too. Hit counter, impact data. I like these little AI suggestions here. That's nice. It's actually nice. Can it see what's in here? Like if I change this to a T array. Hit entities. Loading suggestions. Yeah, I think it does. Hit entity list. That's not bad. I like this. We'll go hit entities data to keep it in line with what I have named already. I like that. Good feature. That's naming things is probably what AI can actually help with. Okay, so if ECS has F hit entities data for weapon entity. Get or add F hit entities data for weapon entity. Is this mad because of the weapon entity? Also, I don't know. I don't think we need that to be blueprint native event or blueprint callable. Play damage sound. Also not implemented anywhere. Damage sounds. Okay, where is damage sounds? Here, these two. I think we also need to do the overrides stuff. Okay, and then that means we need to also add it to the game mode. The great and powerful game mode. In a very similar fashion here. Equip type. Sounds defaults. And that needs to be a T-Ray of U sound base. And I think that's something I'm just going to literally set up in... Oh, I can't have a map to a T-array. God, I hate my life. Okay. I now have to make a wrapper struct. Yay. Yay. Now, do I do it in here? I think so. I think I just do it in here. F. Sound. Wait, this is fine now? No, it's not. Okay, I was just doing that. Okay, and then in game settings. Get default weapon sounds. And actually, Actually, I think this is okay. F sounds arrays. Hit weapon sounds. Oh, this is returning not the right one. Okay, cool. God, you're so real for that. Okay. Okay, so sounds arc is done. God, I'm gonna have to do so much data setup now. Oh, I'm gonna have to do so much data setup. I have changed so many things. Forgot how much, like, just fucking... I should probably play the sound for the thing that's hit as well, right? But I forgot how much just fucking logic I put into the weapon stuff. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Damage sound. Play random sound. Yeah, your right sound. Ooh. Ooh. And then in weapon utils, basically another one of these, but for sounds. That is, weapon item data is not, well, no, it is actually, it is. Did I move all that stuff over there already? I did. If we have damage sounds overrides, yeah. I need like a just get equipment type. Do I have that? Get equipment type. Why are you mad? Right, oh right, this is gonna get the little map here. Little mappy wappy. Not the map, the sounds arrays. Sounds arrays.sounds, cool. You're so real for that. Okay, if the sounds are not empty, we will do that. Okay, so now look at the sounds stuff. I think I just want to put like one in here. I don't have any sounds though. I'll just need to make sure that there's an equip type none in there. Okay, so we have a get sounds. You get weapon damage sounds for weapon entity. Okay, that's good. So handle hit actor isn't exactly the right name anymore. Weapon ability, deal damage to target implementation. Okay, weapon speed, weapon max range. Oh, you had it, AI. You had it. There you go. Okay. Async wait gameplay event. Why the fuck was that important? Oh, these weapon active and inactive events that aren't used. Okay, get those out of here. Get those the fuck out of here. The fuck you thought? I keep dancing around this collision code that I don't want to fucking touch. I really do think that I can delete it for the my weapon base, but I think I need to keep it for the pickaxe and the wood axe. Let me look up wood axe. And pickaxe. So they just override handle collision. Okay. And handle collision here just returns false. So let's delete handle collision at the very least then. Why does C-Line consume so much RAM? Yeah, JetBrains IDEs consume a lot of RAM because they're caching everything, which is what makes them so powerful. So it's a trade-off. I luckily bought DDR5 RAM before Sam Altman did, so I am quite lucky. I'm just gonna delete the U-logs. Clean this up a bit. I want to make a weapon collision utils as well. And let's just copy pasta all of this in there. Okay, public. Overlap begin. Is valid collision. Handle collision. Okay, so let's make this handle collision class here. You right there. This will be what we want to use for the pickaxe and stuff like that. Collision eligible classes. I smell entity data. Yeah, so I will need to add a const f entity. I don't know what to call this. It's not like if I say colliding entity. Like there's two entities involved here. I'll just say this entity. I don't know if that's going to make sense. We will need that. What is your PC spec? Which one? Which spec? That currently using. I use all of my PC specs. Usually when it turns on, all of the components are involved. Okay, let me pull up the wood axe and pickaxe over here. All of this is gonna be fucking broken. I mean, your build, bro. I know what you mean. You're not what is CPU, GPU, and RAM? Excuse me. So my RAM, I actually use Cloud RAM, which is just which is Gmail. So I send emails to myself in Gmail, and then I read those back for memory. That's the memory of my computer. And so I have unlimited gigs of that, basically. I have like a terabyte of RAM that way. And my GPU is usually I send, you know, the state of my PC over to a bunch of Eastern Asian people, and then they will send me back pictures for every frame. And then I will also through Gmail. So it's all Gmail based. So, and then I just render those pictures that they draw on the screen. That's my GPU basically. So cloud GPU as well. CPU, my CPU is just actually my two dogs in a hamster wheel. And there's a series of pulleys filled with buckets of water that determine the ones and zeros, you know. And it's all connected through a potato, which serves as my motherboard. I recommend moving to download RAM in the future. No, that's the old way. It's all cloud now, Draconin, don't you know? It's all cloud-based. Collision eligible classes. Yeah, I'm about to well rip my setup. Yeah, you're basically using a hammer and chisel for RAM at this point. I have no dogs for my CPU toast. Yeah, you might have to use one of the older generation animals like the gerbil or hamster. Yeah. You can buy them at any electronics parts store now. Downloading RAM is subscription based anyway. Oh fuck. You don't own it. Sam Altman does. He'll be licensing out his RAM to you. All you have to do is fund his new data center. / yacht. I guess I'm like making collision data now. This is the beginnings of my collision data arc. Yeah, I do want that to be. I guess we do want it to be an actor, question mark. I think I want it to be a U object. What is collision eligible classes? Oh, it's just a T-object pointer, T-array T-object pointer U class. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. I sent you my specs. Please respond. Moin Shaikh. Can you please respond? I spent so much effort sharing my specs with you, and you're just gonna ignore me? You were so intent on knowing exactly what components I had in my computer. I told them to you, and I've not heard back. Did something happen? Or maybe he's just waiting for his Gmail cloud-based RAM to operate. My barber text messaged me this morning and told me it's time to visit. It's just the kind of service I approve. Your barber sounds like he needs some cash. Where the hell was I? Yeah, weapon collision utils. Okay. Has already hit something. Bro, like, as I'm writing this, it's just becoming... It's becoming very clear that this would just be better in a processor, which then means that it would just be better to just have my own collision reconciler. I can feel it. I can feel it. Do I need like a collision? I think I need a collision utils. Holy shit, it's happening, guys. I've actually been... I don't know if I want to share this. This may be forbidden knowledge. I don't know. Can I share my ideas? Forbidden knowledge. I don't know. I don't know if you guys are ready for it. It's pretty fringe. Add hit void add hit entity. Also, let's just return the new num here. Add returns the new num, right? Index to the new item. Which is that num? No, it should be that plus 1, right? Yeah. I was watching Jeff Kaplan, Tim Ford talk about their new game and the UE5 modifications they made. Some including custom ECS, custom physics, custom visual scripting, custom networking. What talk was that? I did see Jeff Kaplan did a talk with Lex Friedman that was fucking 5.5 hours long. Insane. Insanity. He did not go gently into that good night. Also, did you guys see that Unreal Engine is getting a new landscape? Did you guys see that this morning? They finally have like a next gen terrain thing. It seems like it's based off of dynamic mesh component and then bakes into a static mesh component. You can do like overhangs and stuff like that. It was a 10-hour Twitch stream. Jesus fucking Christ. What's their any TLDR on what their new game is? Yeah, they have like a new mesh landscape. I only read the article, but I'm assuming it's just a dynamic mesh component that you can sculpt in editor. And then it bakes itself into a static mesh. And it's got like, it's basically got terrain chunks. It's essentially that, except it doesn't seem like they have any built-in ability to deform at runtime. I imagine that's coming though. If they're using dynamic mesh under the hood, I can imagine that's coming. Which I have some Discord servers I'd like to check out. See if they know about that. But yeah, here's the... I'll drop that link. Here's the tool. Drop this in odd server too. Mesh terrain is what it's called. It's got, I guess, some interop with PCG as well. It's got a water plug-in. You can do overhangs, tunnels. I need to catch up here. Their new game is called Legend of California. Sort of a much more PvE-focused Rust-like game taking place in the Gold Rush era of Cali. Now that's an interesting aesthetic. There's something kind of new there. They created a version of Overwatch's state script, which sounded really interesting. I went back and watched some old GDC talks on it. Oh, and they're using Box 3D. I did not need a reason to go build from source. You have to wait, did it say you have to build from source for this? Oh, because it's not out yet. Yeah, we'll just wait for it to come out. Weird that they put out documentation before the thing actually came out. That's like a first, isn't it? So it's not going to replace terrain for me, but it's pretty close. Maybe by like 5, 10, it maybe replace my terrain system. Excuse me. Call this, I'll say wood axe entity. Why is it not... Oh, I called it F collision utils on X. I did not mean to name that. There we go. That's why that was being weird. I was like, why isn't that showing up? Dude, there's so much going through my head about what I can do with the collision system. You know how like you're going to refactor something and then as you're doing it, you see like more that you could change to make it even better? And you have to stop yourself from going to do that right now because then it'll make the refactor an absolute hell. Yeah. Ow. So I'm gonna add a hit entity here. We're gonna do it invalid because this is register hit with invalid entity because terrain. Get terrain chunk. After refactoring, I must plan my next refactor. Yeah, it is refactors all the way down. It is true. I need the deform tool actor. I just want to comment all this out. Yeah, like none of this is gonna work. Are you building Rust from scratch? That is a good guess. Like most of the time that would be correct if you were to guess that on a live stream. But no, I am not. No, I am not. Okay. The fuck else do I need to do here? Do I have it? Wait, do I have a hit result here? Yeah, sweep result. Do I need to do it that way, or can I just pass in sweep result? And yeah, just let it type decay there, or whatever the fucking opposite of type decay is. And also, auto targetable equals view trace utils. Collision utils. I have so many new classes, or I have so many new utils. I have so many new utils. Fighting times. Okay. Okay. Just gonna get rid of that guy. Don't feel like giving that a second chance. This entity, so we want to like u entity utils get avatar. Oh, we want I want more than that. Need more. The avatar. Sorry, I had to take a little puppy love break. Is it a 2D game? No. No. I think also we want to cast this to a weapon actor. Wait, why? Are you wrong? Why can't you resolve it? It's right there. Ryder, I think you're wrong. I think you're wrong there, Ryder. I can't think of mini games with guns and pickaxes. Yeah, me neither. I'm also not making a game with guns and pickaxes. I don't know why you thought I was doing something with guns. Bruh, are you building dollar store Fortnite? We don't need any more Fortnites. You know, you could just like ask what kind of game I'm making. You know that, right? Like, you don't have to be so obtuse about it. Oh, I want to stop streaming to YouTube Shorts so bad. I think I probably will, honestly. The social skill level of the average YouTube Shorts chatter is very, very low. And it just makes me jaded. Just makes me see the younger generation. It just makes me not want to respect the younger generation, I'll be honest. Just being honest. I saw weapons. Yeah, what other types of weapons are there that aren't guns? My man. You're not thinking very hard, are you? I know it hurts. I know it hurts. You can do it though. I believe in you. I believe that you can stop doom scrolling as well on YouTube Shorts. I believe that you can go for a walk outside. What am I coding? I am working on a game right now. I'm just doing kind of a big refactor. Turned into a big ass refactor. Kind of getting into weapon collisions right now. I was just trying to change my item hierarchy from like a object-oriented inheritance-based thing to more of a composition over inheritance. So I'm trying to get rid of all my U objects and just do static functions and ECS data. There's knives and bats and a lot more weapons. Very good. Very good. Now, collision active. That's going to need to be a new piece of data. Collision active. Honestly, name it collision active tag, because I don't know if I'm going to need any data on there. I don't think I do. Okay, hit me with a rebuild. Let's just fucking see what's fucked up still. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, buddy, I'm just not as well versed in coding as you may be. Well, Lord Mayo Monkey. We have not been talking about coding at all. We're just talking about a game genre, I guess. We're just talking about what a weapon can possibly be. You don't need to know coding to understand that there are other weapons that are not guns. Yeah, I need to get rid of all of these, basically. Is this a bad idea? Let's see how bad of an idea that was. How many files do I have changed now? 51. Beautiful. Love that for me. Yeah, so this now needs to be that. Yeah, why can't it write to some files? That's writer, can you please? Writer, can you please? That's it. That's all. That's where that sentence ends. I need to clean and rebuild here. Init equipment entity data. Oh, I forgot to do all. I didn't do any of the CPP files. Oh, that might have something to do with it. God, I've broken so many things. Do I need to take off the UN8? Do I not need to do that anymore with an enum class? I think so. I don't think I need to do that anymore. Maybe I shouldn't be... I'll figure that out in a fucking second. Yeah, I think I need to clean and rebuild here. Do I not have a function for getting... F equip equipped item data. Slot equipped in. Let me change that. Get slot equipped. Get melee range seems like a weapon utils type of function. Same with some of these too. Okay, and then let's forward declare that type. Good. Import there. Both of you, stop. Please stop arguing through my chat. You're both children. As a matter of fact, I'm ending the YouTube short stream. And goodbye YouTube shorts. Ugh. Ugh.